Hey, how's it going, everyone? Just want to do another really quick video, talk about Satanists, and ultimately, a Satanist, a person who either enjoys pain inflicted on themselves and even worse, other people. To me, this is just common sense. This would be somebody who actually enjoys seeing other people in pain or experiencing pain themselves. And I think we always have elements of this, even if there are times where we want to see somebody else embarrassed, or we can all exhibit these emotions and have these desires. And so this is why we have to obviously purge that as much as we can, and so we can still embody some of these very, very negative qualities. But fundamentally, a Satanist would be somebody who enjoys pain and inflicting it on others. And to me, that's why it's very, very important in these days to be careful who we're around and who we take advice from, because ultimately, if the mark of the beast gets fulfilled, the Bible says that rich and poor will be chipped. And so people, even the quote-unquote elite, the higher ups, will be microchipped. And the Bible says that God's angels themselves will destroy those who take it. So these people are essentially kamikazes. They are on a path towards their own destruction, and they're trying to lure as many people in that as well. They want to bring people through pain. And the elite, the higher up people know that this is an agenda that is obviously satanic. And I think it's becoming more and more mainstream to all of us that it's in the works. And so I just caution people that, especially people who are tight-lipped about talking about, the mark of the beast and all that kind of stuff, just don't take them seriously. In this day, there's no reason to take somebody seriously, because the agenda is here, right at our doorstep. It just needs to be forced. And the punishment for taking it is God hates you fundamentally, and then you will be destroyed by these so-called UFOs. And so, just be on guard. It's, again, we have to squelch any aspect of that Satanist mindset, in our own life, and just see how insane it is. This is not the will of God. God does not want us to be that way. He does not want us to revel in anybody else's pain, and even our own, and so that's should go without saying. But I feel like I just have to remind people in these days that that these Satanists are just quote-unquote low lives. They have a low value of human life. And it's anybody who just approves of slavery and just harsh working conditions and all that kind of stuff. There's an aspect of being a Satanist in that. And God does not want that. God, even though he's orchestrating all this evil, he doesn't want us to just bend over for it, and just accept it. He will give everybody what they settle for. And Jesus Christ could have settled for, and bending his principles and, kind of politicked his way into, the good graces of some of the leadership, at his time, and stayed on earth and lived a quote unquote full life. But he did not compromise one bit. He knew that it was his time, and an individual and an entity like that cannot function in a satanic ecosystem that existed back then, and certainly not in one right now. And don't compromise. These people are, like I said, Satanists. Anybody who accepts evil and hostile and horrendous working conditions, there's an aspect of being a Satanist in that. And I would not recommend anyone do that, because ultimately, all the again, this whole ecosystem, in my opinion, is designed to get people to take the mark of the beast, which is the ultimate expression of the evil that's on earth right now. It's the reason for all the chaos and confusion and the enslavement financially, emotionally, spiritually, and the list goes on. So, the Bible says that those who actually worship the beast will take it. People who actually actively promote this place, support it, the foundation of it, will take the mark of the beast. And all these shills, they are in place to support this system, worship it, and in my opinion, are trying to bait as many people into taking the mark of the beast. And that's their goal. That's what, like I said, Satanists want. They want pain inflicted upon themselves or others, and some like both. That's the people who are at the deeper levels in Satanism. You just have to look at Hollyweird to see that they actually enjoy pain inflicted on themselves, and they would have to in order to function in a society like this. We know that enslavement is happening in the mainstream, just in the corporate world, and God knows what's going on behind the scenes. And so avoid these people. Hope everyone's doing well. Bye.